Hello and welcome back to another video, everyone. Today I'm targeting silver bars again, mighty bass. I'm fishing Prestatyn beach. I used to love this beach a couple of years ago, where I used to come here on this sort of conditions on a westerly and get like loads of bass. But last year it's not fished well, but this year I already tried once and failed, so this is my second time fishing here. I've been out fishing, just not been much lucky recently. Been around the Lim Peninsula, weathered off there, to be honest. We wanted to get some toe fishing done, but couldn't get on the rock marks near nothing. And tried Prestatyn, that was a no-go. Just weeded out there, only had a couple of casts, just a weed piling off on the line. And after that I went to a half mouth, and same again, weed was bad, and massive surfs, and there's loads of surfers there, so managed to winkle one bass out. I'll put the little short video here and the bass I've caught. Yeah, back on the bass hunt this evening. Pretty much ideal condition for fishing this beach. Nice tide, about 8 meter tide, and just under meter low, so ideal for pumping. I've got no bass with me whatsoever, so if I fail I won't be fishing, but hopefully get some black looks and some blow look close in near the shoreline. Time being, I'm gonna set one rod up now. It's already set up. Get a couple of worms, put them on, and then send them out. Conditions, it's been really rough last few days. It's like 40 mile an hour westerly, northwesterly gust. Now it's turned to westerly, and it's looking pretty good out there. Loads of colours as far as I can see. There's massive colours out there, loads of colour. So bit of a surf. It's westerly, so it's coming from Pembermar that way, so left ditch over my left shoulder, but creates a bit of a swell out there, so still a decent conditions. At the moment pretty much bright sunny, but I think it's gonna go overcast in a bit, so I'll best get on with this pump in here. Quick show you the pump I've got. It's just one of my first pump, a 30mm custom made, one of my favorite. I've got two more, one at 25mm and one at 50mm. All you need that. Good suction. Fairly look it there, and bucket. Right. Still early in the tide, about 2.5 hours to low tide, so just waiting that gully to empty, and we should be able to get into some nice beds, black look beds. Right, stay tuned everyone, hopefully get that nice bass I'm after. Ooh, bloody knackered now. That was very hard going, to say the least. Worms are very deep today, and I spoke to Colin, CH Field Sport. He said it's been very hard going recently. The worms are very deep, but managed to pump enough for the session, I reckon. Let's have a look what we got. Not millions, but some nice blacks and yellow tails. Not the biggest worms, but there are some big ones in the mix. I reckon about 40-50 there. More than enough for the session. Coming up to nearly low tide, maybe half an hour before low. It's time to fish in now. Just got this gully in front of us now. That's gonna empty out in a second. If not, I'm gonna wade over on that sandbank, cast out. It's trying to rain at the moment as well. Conditions pretty much the same, hasn't changed. Yeah, get these baited up again. Hopefully get a couple of bass guys. Right, we're fishing. End up walking on the sandbank, crossing the gully. And that's Kawa there. He's setting up over there. And Colin somewhere here with Stacey off a CH field spot. Yeah, on this beach, usually first 3 hours of flood, fish as well. After that, once that first and second gully filled in, it goes dead. It'll come in pretty fast today, fairly big tide. So from now till about 2 hours, that's when we should be catching them. So we got 2 hours, maximum 3 hours of fishing here, and then no point staying here really. You do catch them over high water. I think Colin had one a couple of months back, but usually first 3 hours of flood. Yeah, nice evening. Slight breeze, westerly, up to like 15-16 mile an hour gust. Overcasting nicely, just how I like it when bass fishing. Bit of a chop movement, plenty of colour. Yeah, everything's looking good. First casting on the now, a few minutes. So wish us luck, guys. Hopefully get that first Prestatyn bass of the year. There we have it. First cast, double header. Dab. That's a normal size dab for here. And now that's a cracking size dab. Check this out. Possibly a PB UK dab that. Dog sniffing the grab. I came on the bass rig, took it right deep. Might end up keeping that really. For the table, just deep the hook, get it unhooked. That's got to be touching 30. Very fat, so plenty of meat on that. And I never tasted that before. So get this one back straight away. And possibly keep the bigger one. There we go, ready to go. There it is. Off he goes. Right. Cracking size that. Yeah, need a pliers for that. Get the pliers. I'll maybe give it a measure in a bit. There we go, target achieved, guys. On the bass rig again. This time fell onto bottom trace on the scuba bass. Definitely on the size. Probably about 36-37 centimeters. Round about. There we go. Give me a nice little bite, and not a bad fight as well in the shallows. There we go. Give me a quick wash. There we go. Low little silver bar. Get it back anyway. Happy days, target achieved. Hopefully get a bigger one now. Tide's coming in. Literally, I was baiting my other rod cast that one out a few minutes ago, and then I was baiting up this one here. Well, as you can see, untouched, and this is untouched. It's ready to go back out again. So I'll get these out quickly, and I think that school is starting to fill in. Right, stay tuned. Catch you guys in a bit. Not a bad start. First scully filling in, so we had to move. Well, cast it out and then moved onto the sandbank now. We probably have another 15-20 minutes here before we go over there. Not a bad start. Target achieved. Pretty much first cast. Yeah, we're about 200 yards out now. Casted that and walked back, so it'll be hard to see the bites on these, and there's plenty of bow on the line as well because of the side wind. All ready to pull my tripod on the floor. Got loads of sand on it on the reel. I'll have to wash it down. Yeah, tipped over before as I was sorting the double shuttle dabs. Plenty of anglers out on the diggers this evening. That's covered there on my left, and I think that's Stacey and Colin fishing to my right. Oh, looks promising. Wind picking up as well. That swell increasing. Hopefully we don't get much weed. There is a bit of a weed, but not disturbing us at the moment. So let's see how we get on, guys. Let's see what else we can get. There we have it, guys. I'm knackered. They're getting bigger. Well oversized. Whoa, that was hard work. I had to cross this gully, get out that sandbank, and the mud goes literally above your knee here. So if you're ever fishing here, be careful on the big tides. Really muddy this part. Yeah, I had to get on the back sandbank and carry the fish in, and they stopped to spike me as well. I couldn't get hold of it properly, but yeah, nicely hooked as I mentioned. You're going for the top trace. Perfect hook up there. I couldn't feel the weight of it because it was so far out. 1 second, guys. I'll unhook this and then get back to you shortly. There you go, guys. Lovely keeper size bass. First one out of here this season. Bite again. I'll get it measured now. Well over 42. That's the second bass. As I've told you, everything looked perfect today. It's been very rough last few days, so it's kind of settled down. Nice rollers coming in, but just perfect condition for bass where they feed after the storm. And prediction worked. Hopefully get a bigger one. Give it a measure now. Probably about 45-46 centimeters. There we go. Just over 46 there. Probably 2.5 pound mark. Somewhere around there. Yeah. Knackered. I'll get that bait out straight away, because when they come in shoals here, and you got about hour and a half when they feed here, and then they seem to disappear. Right, get a bait out swiftly now, so I'll get back to you shortly, guys. Not a bad hour's fishing here. Few casts, few fish. Wind picking up, getting a bit rough out there, a bit more swell, and loads of weed, unfortunately. But we've got another hour, I think, here. Once this gully fills up, seems to be harsh fishing here. Fishing slows right down. Well, we'll give it another cast once that gully filled in. It's still time. I reckon we've got 10-15 minutes before we move this sandbank. So I've got fresh bass out there, hoping for another bass. Rod tips are bouncing at the moment with the weed and swell. Colin and Stacey, I believe Colin had a nice bass, keeper sized bass, and Stacey had a little flounder about half an hour ago when I spoke to Colin. So they're not blanking. Kawa to my left, he's not had anything yet, but still time. Got about an hour here, I reckon. And I'm gonna have to go back home. It's been a long day, been up since 5, been to work, forgot my pump and the GoPro, so I had to drive back home 40 minutes, and then an hour and a half here, and an hour and a half back, up at 5 o'clock again, probably home for midnight. So not a bad little session so far. Still got plenty of worms to use. I've been doubling them up so far, trying to use them. I could possibly freeze them, but I don't want to be doing them at midnight. Right, hopefully get a couple of more fish, guys. Either way, I'm quite happy. Hit the target. First couple of bass out of here this season anyway. I've got a better mark to go, but it's like literally 2.5-3 hours drive. So this is one of my best bass mark anyway, a couple of years ago. So I came back here, tried again, hit the target. Right, looks like got a load of weeds sat on these lines. I think gonna have to check them out in a minute. Right, if we get anything else, get back to you again, guys. Stay tuned. Check this out for sunset. Well, the bites dried after this gully filled in, as I predicted. I will probably have one more cast. Yeah, I've got a small gully behind us there, not that deep, but whoop. What's going on? This is called the biggest gully. Yeah, this is the biggest gully here, deepest gully. Bloody hell. This is the reed, I think. Pull in there. Almost rotting. Put down stand properly. There we go. Yeah, rod tips are bouncing because of the weed and that. But well, what an evening. Just need one more fish, I think. Either way, we haven't blanked, hit the target. I'm quite happy. Got a nice bass for tea tomorrow, and a dab. I never tasted the dab before. Apparently it's very tasty. I've caught them once in Norway, but somehow I've released it. shallow fry that tomorrow. Yeah, not much to say really. I think Colin and Stacey still fishing over there behind these rocks here. I'm gonna have to move shortly. But the weed's been really bad here since the tide turned. It brought the weed with it. Oh well, that's a part of the fishing now. Nothing we can do. We just soldier on. Probably have one more cast and then get going. Getting bigger. Another one. Nice and chunky this time. On the bass stroke flatty rig this time. Went for the bottom chase. Hardly hooked there on the side of the scissors there. Get it unhooked. There we go. Easy as that. Love the size. There we go. Better one.
Absolutely the better one. It's very chunky.
Definitely chunky, yeah?
Oh yeah, 100%.
Yeah.
Too much meat on it.
I wasn't expecting any more bass to be honest, but as I was walking back, seeing the bite.
Yes, that's quite massive that.
Yeah.
That's the bigger one of the year, I think.
Give it a measure. No, not the biggest of the year.
Oh, that's of the session.
Anyway, get this measured. Another one for the table. Smashed it.
Without invitation.
Get in. Well, that turned out to be a decent session, hasn't it? 3 bass and 2 dabs. That's it, last gullet's filled in now. I don't think we'll get anything else out of here. We might do, but whenever I come here, it only fishes up to 2 to 3 hours on the float. Now it's coming up to like 2.5 hours. Probably have another 5-10 minutes here. Last cast gone in, I was just seeing. We're on to last, well not last, but last sandbank here. And then it goes flat, pretty much. So, yeah, Kawa's on the bank, he didn't get anything. I'm not sure how Colin and Stacey getting on, they're still fishing over there. But they had 1 fish each beginning of the session. I'll catch up with them shortly. Yeah, quite happy with what I've got. Biggest bass nearly touching 50 centimeters. Yeah, pretty glad I chose to come here today. And one of my mates convinced to come here as well. He said Prestatyn should fish nicely now. So when I checked the weather westerly, big tide, good tide for pumping lug, pretty much overcast. It was one of them days you couldn't resist to come here. So made the effort and it paid off. Right, last cast in now. If I get anything else, I'll get back to you. If not, thanks for watching. Hope you enjoyed the video and I picked up a couple of tips. Always watch behind you here when you fish in the darkness. And then if you've not fished here before, I would suggest you not to wade out. There's loads of muds out here in the gullies. It does come up above knee high some places. so be careful. It does fish really nice here on the westerly and the north westerly as well, but bigger the tide, better here. Only problem with the big tide is it pushes you back all the time, which is a hard work, and then when the beats out there even worse. So right, hope you enjoyed it guys. If you did, please give us a thumbs up, and I'll see you on the next one. Thanks for watching.